Hey, how you guys doing? Welcome to Born War series. I'm Jamal Ellison, and on this channel, we talk about God, film, and everything inspirational. So if you like what you hear, please make sure you drop a comment down below and let us know. Today we're going to be talking about shooting short films, going on site, location, doing whatever you got to do by yourself with no cast, no crew, no anything, just you. These methods I found very helpful for me. I get asked a lot, do I find it difficult to shoot alone? And the answer is definitely yes. Not gonna lie, whenever you're out there shooting, it would be nice to have someone holding the camera for you, having someone telling you if, hey, something's off with the shot so you can stop immediately and adjust it, before shooting the whole scene and then coming back and seeing that, oh man, this little tweak that you did here or didn't do, it messed up the whole shot and you just got to keep reshooting. So yeah, it's definitely beneficial to have a team whenever you're able to have a team. But, if you don't have a team, it's no problem. Don't let it stop you. We're just going to work around it. And I'm going to show you guys how I did it in my short films. Now, the first thing I do is I identify my resources and my shortfalls. So basically, by knowing what equipment that I have, what resources are available at my disposal, then I can plan out the short film project, and how I see it going down in my head, although it never really happens the way that I plan for it. But you can plan as much as you can, before life happens. And the distractions of life usually come at the craziest times, especially when you're shooting. I go to these locations and it's perfect location, start filming, and all of a sudden there's this family jogging here, just comes out of nowhere. There's this person walking here, there's this dog barking here, there's these loud animals there. So you definitely got to plan for that kind of stuff. So again, with your resources and shortfalls, make sure you bring the right equipment. Me, I'm shooting with the S1H. You don't have to shoot with the S1H. That's just my camera preference right now. I'd go out with my stand, of course, because I have no one to hold it, to dolly in on me, so I have to do what I can with a static shot. So additionally, you make sure you bring your microphone, wireless microphone. If you don't bring your wireless microphone, you're going to get caught to where you're trying to record a scene at a certain distance from the camera, and you're going to find that you're restricted in your movement because of the camera microphone, or the external microphone that you have can't reach as far as you. So it's always best to have a wireless microphone in these type of situations. It could be a lifesaver or a deal breaker in certain situations. What I've noticed when you don't have that wireless microphone and you have the mic on the camera is whenever you step away from the camera, the sounds that are closest to the camera are going to get picked up rather than your voice. So it's going to make your voice sound distant, and it's going to make those sounds sound even louder because they're closer to the microphone than you are. So shortfalls. With that being said, whenever you go out here and you do these shoots and you're by yourself, go ahead and know what your limitations are. Like, don't plan for a shot that requires a full crew and a crane to successfully capture it if you don't have a way already thought out beforehand as to how to actually do that. There are creative ways to get the shots that you need whenever you're shooting by yourself. Again, I found that it's best to think of those ways beforehand versus on the whim, although some of the shots that you do find on the whim can turn out pretty cool. But I wouldn't leave it to chance. Well, I wouldn't leave the shot to chance like that. So plan as much as you can, but at the same time, prepare to adjust as necessary according to your environment. Another thing I find very, very helpful is laying out the film concept from start to finish. I lay at night sometimes, and I text on my phone whenever I don't have a chance to get on my computer and type the idea down, in the form of a script or screenplay. And nothing fancy, just some quick notes, as the ideas come to me. Wake up the next morning, tighten them up, develop the scene a little more, and then I fix the storyline. So this way, once I'm on site and I am shooting, I know which direction I want to go with the film. And yes, you may improvise there on the site, but you have a general direction in which you're working towards. So that helps you save time. And what I found out is when I didn't do that is I get out there and I start recording, And next thing you know, I forgot to do this. I'm adjusting that. Then I forgot to do this. I'm adjusting that. Oh, I thought about this. Now I'm doing that. And the sun's just steadily going down. And it's like I'm losing all my recording time over this small stuff that I could have done beforehand. So definitely planning accordingly is going to help you when it comes to shooting those short films by yourself, especially if you're in an isolated location. Which brings me to my next point. Recon the locations. This is definitely a lifesaver. So with this being said, make sure you recon the location at the time of day in which you intend to shoot at that location. In the latest short film I did, Saints of Anarchy, I reconned the bridge, and I went at a different time of day. And when I went back to actually shoot the next day at a different time of day, there was heavy traffic. So, that's one of them things that could have been avoided had I done recon at a certain time of day to where I intended to shoot for that shot. And I don't want you to make the same mistakes that I made. It's very painful trying to work around those situations. Sometimes you can, and sometimes you can't. You just have to improvise. But I guess the goal is just to be as prepared as possible before you get there. Make sure you recon that location. Make sure you know if it has plane noise flying overhead that's going to mess up your shot, force you to just sit there and wait until the plane or helicopter passes over. Or in one case, a farmer and a tractor, passing by. So also, reconning the location helps you know if you're really going to have that quietness you need to shoot the scene. Because I've ran into situations where I was shooting a scene and the locals, no problem. I'm here in Germany. I get it. People are curious as to what's going on. So they come out the doors, they come stare, they stand around you, they walk through your shot. They just try to be seen on the camera. So you have to work these things into your whole recording strategy, and if you want to get the successful shot that you're looking for, and not let these things distract you, and prepare yourself mentally for what you're about to engage in. This brings me to a next important topic. Plan out your shots. I know you're not going to be able to plan out every single one of them, but plan out as many as you can, because again, it's going to help you save time on location when you're out there trying to shoot. It's way better when you already know your shot versus when you're trying to guess which shots you want to use. Again, people are nosy. Planes flying over. That perfect moment that you had to record in may have just passed, and now all of a sudden all this noise chaos is there when you could have just got the shot, got in, got out. So definitely plan out your shots as much as possible, and on top of that, it makes your film look a lot more professional, and thought through and not just put together. And yes, granted, I have taken a couple of shots on a whim, but that's kind of like a rarity. It's like I see an object and it's like, oh, whoa, this wasn't here yesterday. Let me go ahead and throw this into the shot. This can add some more depth into the dialogue. So definitely be aware of your surroundings and plan out your shots. The last thing I'm going to leave you with is plan to reshoot as many shots as necessary. Reshoot until you get the correct shot. Now, I know you're like, you don't have time to keep doing these reshoots, but what I found out is whenever I said that and I went back to post with a shot that I was semi-happy with, it showed in post, and you can edit it and make it look a little better, but you're still going to ultimately be disappointed in the shot because it wasn't your best work. And me, I always like to put out my best work, to the audience. I don't want to waste people's time. So definitely, if you're trying to catch that shot that you want, that one golden shot, then ain't no shame in the game. Just keep reshooting until you get the shot the way you want it, because only you know what your project is supposed to be like. Everybody else is enjoying your work, and just make sure you got your best foot forward, because you never know who's going to watch your short films or where it's going to end up being, or where it's going to take you, what festival is going to watch it. It's just always have your best foot forward and always put your best work out there. So now, with that being said, if you guys like this discussion about short films, and if you guys had any additional comments to help anybody else trying to shoot a short film, that I didn't cover in this video, just drop a comment and leave a like if you like the video, and we'll do more like it. So with that being said, let me leave you guys with a quick prayer. Dear Lord, please bless my friends as they go out and try and capture the shot that they need for the projects which you allow them to shoot. And Father, please bless your will to be done in all which you allow them to say and do. Father, please teach us to become better at all which you allow us to do project-wise to reach as many people as you allow us to. In Jesus' name, we ask you, we praise you, and we thank you. You guys have a blessed day. See you guys next time.